Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and an unboxing of Revell's 68 Volkswagen Beetle. This is a California wheels kit, and the guys, you can tell, are pretty excited to get started here. So let's get them out the way and we'll see what's in this box. I undid the tape on the bottom. This box didn't come with cellophane, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, right off the bat, we got stuff laying in here. Let's move this out of the way. We'll pull the tires out. Huh, okay. How about if I do this? Dump everything. Wow, there's a lot in this. Dump everything out. Well, you know what? I've been asked lately, how many parts are in the box? And this one has a number of parts is 131. It's a skill level 4, and I think the skill level, I've been told, kind of reflects how many parts are in, not the difficulty of the kit. So that's always good to know. I'm trying to get my box out of the way here so you don't have to stare at that. And let's start with the first thing I usually start with is the instructions. We'll pull these out. Those are probably the decals. Typical fan fold, or not fan fold, but comic book style decals that Revell does. Nice, big, easy to follow, easy to understand. I've never really had a problem with Revell's instructions. They break them down pretty good for you. They always have a little write-up on the kit too, which I like. And on the back, they show you, what the if you're doing the box art or whatever, they'll give you a good way to just follow along for the decals and things like that. And every Revell kit is about the same. We have another pamphlet here, which is in German, I think. See if it's in English on the inside. And it's not. So not sure what that's for. Safety advice. So here we go. Don't breathe the glue. Don't stab yourself with a knife. Have fun. All right, we got our decals. Not quite sure about that. How about if I turn it right side up here? Got a bunch of the different tags, a few license plates. We got to do an Ohio plate. We got gauges, stripes, and the infamous decal white walls. And I've been challenged. I've been talking about, not being able to do these and blah, blah, blah. I've been thrown under the bus saying, you know what, you need to try. So we're going to try the white walls on tires this time. Or when I do get to this build, this is going to be a little ways down the road. The tires are really nice. Check that out. Very nice. Flats, nothing fancy about a Volkswagen. So, but yeah, I've been called out. So, and they even said on a Revell kit. So, well, this is a Revell kit. Let's go with the chrome next, or the glass. We'll do the glass. Once again, I usually don't pull the glass out of the bag just because I don't want to scuff it while it's in the box waiting for me to build. But this glass, other than the dog hair on it, looks good. We got our front lights. We got bubble lights. For some reason. Not sure what those would be used for. We got our tail lights. Nice doors with the vents on them. And our front and back glass. So easy peasy, other than not sure about the clear bubble lights. Must have been for a different kit, because I don't know what they'd be used for on this. And now for the chrome, Let me get my knife. You know what? It's easier with the skizzers. And like I said, I'm pulling them out of the bag on camera, just so you know that I haven't done anything to the kit yet. That is bright, bright chrome right there. Definitely got to go in LA Awesome. Those are going to be black rubber. Geez, I said LA Awesome, but I'm using Purple Power now. I think the only thing that's not going to get get thrown into Purple Power in this whole thing is the light bezels. Maybe the front turning signals, we'll see, but those are awful bright too. Jeepers. That's some bright chrome right there. And we got another piece of chrome. A little piece here. If I bring it down to where you can see it better, huh? A mile away. We got our bumpers, and I'm not quite sure what those are for. Maybe the tail lights. But again, bright, bright chrome. This isn't quite as bad as the other ones, but this has got a heck of a gouge in it right here. Right out of the box. So, in the Purple Power it goes. Now for our first sprue. And that was just tape closed. Always check your bag. Make sure there's nothing in it. And I'll pull these out of the way. We'll start with our door panels and things like that. Geez, oh Pete. Those are the little hand grips for the interior. Wow. I'm not sure if that's a pedal or not. The seat backs, seat bottoms, door panels look great, don't they? Nice, crisp detail in these. Man, oh man, and easy to get the paint on it. Very nice. Look at the boot for the emergency brake, molded open with the leather wrap in the back. This is, man, I am impressed. Steering wheel looks good. Zero flash at all. Molded so it's open on the hand pulls. This is sharp. Here's our stick shift. This was one of my first cars. Was a Volkswagen Bug. It was a little later than this one, but I'm telling you, it saw better days. You can ask my brother that, and he'll vouch for you. I think I paid diddly for it, and it wasn't worth squat. So, but there's your dash. Nice detail. It's got the ribbing on it. Your radio, little glove box, and 1 gauge. And that's all it had, man. And that's it. So you got right and left-handed dashboards. You got your little hand hold for up on the top here. Let's go back to the right-hand drive or the left-hand drive. It goes on the top, just above the. It's even got the notch for it, just above the glove box. Very nice, man. I'm telling you, that is really crisp. Look at that. And then the decal will go in there, and jeepers, that'll look great. And here's something I don't ever remember seeing that. The roof, inside the roof lining. I've never seen that as a separate part before. That's pretty cool. You got the hood, or, well, you can call it a hood or the best sled ever invented by man. You put 3 or 4 coats of Simonize on this thing, and man, you're going to go so fast that you're going to set fires. Seats look nice. The detail, again, is crisp and clean as a whistle. Front seats, nice detail. I can almost smell that Remember how the Volkswagen smelled on the inside from the stuffing they put in the seats? Our trunk lid is able to open. Not sure if the front is able to open or if it just kind of locks in place. I definitely want to get this to where I can take this out, because that'll be where the battery goes. Just saying. Here's the other horn, or the other steering wheel. This is like the one I had. And then your hinge for your trunk lid. Very nice. Great detail. Your center column. And I'm not sure that might be the interlock for the hood, but the hood hinge. Not sure, but that's that bag of chrome. But wait, there's more. There we go. Nothing in the bag, but we do have one small piece here. And geez, I don't know if you can see that or not, but look at the detail molded in there. Wowza. Oh my gosh. I know what that is, and I've only ever seen that in a car one time, and that was at a show, and I thought, what in the heck would they ever put that in their car for? It's a vase. That goes on the dashboard, and a little flower goes in there. It's literally a vase. And like I said, I've only seen it once at a car show. So this, I think, is the bottom part of the dash, but I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at there. Well, we'll get into it. Let's dig out a big sprue here. I mean, this has got a bunch on here. So we'll start. We got wheel backs. We got our, that might be our floorboard in there. Looks like the steering wheel would go into both sides here. Not sure. That might be underneath the engine somewhere. It's been a long time, man, since I've dug into a VW. Fenders. Again, zero flash on this whole thing. We got our bottom pan for our chassis. Oh, nice Revell molded in there. That's cool. Which means there's nothing on the bottom that needs to be sanded off at all. Clean. Yeah, we'll run our fuel lines and things like that, and our brake lines down in through here. This will be easy to detail out. Look at our heat shields for the engine right here. Engine pieces, parts. Nicely molded. Looks like our vent exhaust. This might be for the differential. Not sure. But again, detailed like crazy here. Our engine halves. Looks nice. If you had one of these that didn't leak right around here, you're better than me, because every one I've ever had or seen would develop a leak right where the jug's attached to the motor. And a buddy of mine got so good at changing those, it's not even funny. He had a lot of bugs, mostly in the car. Look at here. It's just great detail. I'm not going to go through naming everything here. I'm just going to go through and show it. Little tiny shocks, front and back, little vents. Our suspension. Look at this. Our firewall. Nice. I can't wait to get into this engine. So detailed here. Front suspension. Wow. Nice. I think that's the engine frame. And then our inner pan. So they made it separate, so there's no pin marks, no screwing around. It's just there. And then you got the top and the sides too. Man, this is going to look so nice. It really is. I love it. I think these are our clutch and brake pedal here. Not sure. Our spindles. Looks like the spindles you'll be able to position your wheel. One thing about that, and I was just talking to Zach about that, with posable wheels, if you're going to show it, and I never even thought of this until I was at the last show, and one of the judges was talking about it. If your wheels are turned, turn your steering wheel to match, and then lock it in place. So if it's straight, your steering wheel should be straight across, but if you're turning your wheels, turn your steering wheel that way too. The guy got hit on that, and I was really surprised. I shouldn't have even been around where the judges were, but I was sneaking. and I learned something there. And you know what? I've always done that, but I never thought that anybody really cared about that, especially with posable wheels where you can turn them anytime you want. But sure enough, man, they were tight on that. Here's our body. I got a little mold wrinkle right here in the hood. Right there. See it? That's the worst part of mold I've ever seen on here. That I've seen on this kit. And that could be just real quick filled and sanded out. No problem. I got to sand out for the mold line anyhow, which is right here. But yeah, that's kind of funky. Looks like it just didn't fill up all the way right there. But other than that, this looks great. Nice and deep. You know, you can do your body work and not sand it all away. Very nice. It's got the flats here to line up that front end. So, and then a little notch. So I'm thinking it's supposed to like kind of lock in. And if that's the case, this little pin that's right here, I'm going to cut off because I want to be able to get in here and put that CR2032 battery right in the front. And let's see, I just had one of those around here, and I'll be wasting your time looking for it, so I'm not going to. Oh, here it is. But see, that'll fit in there. Not sure if it'll fit in there with the chassis and everything in there, but so far, let's plan on lighting this bad boy up. I mean, at least we can light up the front and the back tail lights. So that would be cool. Maybe the gauges on the dash. I mean, 3 or 4 LEDs or 4 or 5 LEDs will last days in this kit. They really will. Nice setup. A lot of alignment holes for that hood or the liner to go in there, but there are some pin marks in here that are going to need to be worked down. And let me show you. And a buddy of mine sent me a bunch of these out because I was having a hard time finding them. But I use these to get rid of these pin marks, and you see it right here. Let's do the center one so I can try to keep my hand out of the way. But I take it and put it at an angle and just scrape it. And that, you can hear it working. And see, that one's smoothed out now. I wouldn't leave it with all these scratches in it if I was going to be painting this. But that's smoothed out now enough to where that liner will drop in there for sure. And just take it and drag it back. I always go, see the blade chisels this way, so I'm going against the flat part of that blade chisel. And maybe you can see it better that way. The grind part is this way, so I'm going against the flat here. And just scraping that off. And I learned that, believe it or not, by watching Norm Abram in the New Yankee Workshop. Like, did it on wood, and he would scrape the wood. And I thought, well, that'll work. And it does. It works very well. So with that, there's our Volkswagen Bug. What do you think? Flower power? Do this like in a light powder blue, and then a whole bunch of flowers on there. Some peace signs maybe. We'll have fun with it, but we'll still light it up, and we'll detail the snot out of it. So there's our plan with this. And with that, I will let you all go. Y'all have a great day and a better tomorrow. Let's not forget about our veterans, both home and deployed, and our first responders, because those guys are sticking it out so we can do what we're doing. I also want to thank Automotive Model Car Livecast every Thursday night at 8 o'clock on YouTube. Check them out. It is the fastest hour on Facebook or on YouTube. And I also want to thank Gallery for everything they've done for me. And if you use Grandpa Mark on the code, they'll give you 10% off of whatever you're buying. And then with that, I will let you go. Again, you all have a great day and a better tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching.